The film begins with a man named Jackie who is anxiously waiting in his car. It turns out that he has been ordered by his boss to eliminate a man named Walter. In the past, Jackie used to be a boxer, but because of financial pressure and needing to free his son from prison, he is forced to become a contract killer with the mission to kill Walter. Soon after, Walter arrives and enters a restaurant. Seeing his target enter, Jackie quickly disguises himself with a fake mustache and goes into the restaurant. Inside, Jackie sits in front of Walter and tries to intimidate him with threats. However, Walter is not scared at all and instead points a gun at Jackie. At that time, Jackie gets frightened and tries to leave. As he is about to exit, Jackie pulls out his gun and prepares to shoot Walter. Walter, ready with his own gun, immediately fires back at Jackie. A shootout ensues in the cafe. As a result of the shooting, the cafe owner is hit by a stray bullet, while Walter manages to escape. At the same time, there is a waitress named Lola who witnesses the incident. Realizing there is a witness, Jackie quickly approaches Lola, takes her hostage, and forces her into his car. A few minutes later, Jackie asked Lola to stay in the car while he called his boss to tell them that he failed to kill Walter. However, Lola saw this as a chance to escape. Jackie noticed and quickly chased after her. He caught up to her, and they struggled for a bit. In the end, Jackie managed to calm Lola down and promised not to hurt her because he wasn't a bad person. After hearing that, Lola started to relax a bit. Jackie then explained everything to her, saying that he became a hitman because he had to. He needed a lot of money to get his son out of prison. Jackie believed his son was innocent because he was falsely accused of stealing and sent to prison. However, since Jackie failed to kill Walter, he also failed to get the money he needed. After hearing this, Lola believed Jackie wasn't a bad person. She then invited Jackie to come to her house because she had a solution to all his problems. Jackie agreed. In the afternoon, Jackie arrived at Lola's house. It turned out that Lola was the daughter of a rich widow, but she chose to live a simple life and worked as a waitress in a restaurant. Lola explained that her mother is very sick in the hospital. Her mother will not give her any inheritance unless she is married. So, Lola asked Jackie to pretend to be her fiancé. This way, her mother would believe she is getting married and give her the inheritance. There, Lola promised to share the money with Jackie if their plan worked. Hearing that, Jackie agreed, and they decided to visit Lola's mother in the hospital the next day. But first, they needed to rest. Meanwhile, Jackie's boss, Dom, was reporting Jackie's failure to his own boss, Paulie. So, Paulie is a mafia boss, and Dom is his right-hand man. At that time, Paulie was not happy to hear about Jackie's failure and ordered Dom to kill Walter instead. Paulie also wanted Dom to capture Jackie and bring him in because Paulie was afraid Jackie might go to the police. The next day, Jackie and Lola visited her mother in the hospital. Lola acted like Jackie was her fiancé and told her mother they would get married soon. She hoped her mother would give her the inheritance. But her mother didn't believe it that easily. She said she would only give the inheritance if Lola and Jackie were legally married. Jackie then told the truth. He explained he needed money quickly to free his son from prison, but assured Lola's mother that he genuinely cared for Lola and would marry her after his son was free. Surprisingly, Lola's mother suggested that Jackie hire a lawyer and offered to pay for all the legal fees. Jackie was happy to hear this and immediately went to find a lawyer to help get his son released. The scene shifts to Paulie, who is scolding Dom. Paulie is very angry because Dom still hasn't managed to kill Walter. Frustrated, Paulie decides to take care of Walter himself and orders Dom to capture Jackie instead. That evening, Jackie and Lola are staying at a motel. Lola is deep in thought about her mother and what Jackie said earlier about marrying her. She is unsure if Jackie really loves her and will marry her because they just met. The next day, Paulie visits Walter at his ranch. It's revealed that Paulie ordered Dom and Jackie to kill Walter because Walter owes Paulie money and keeps avoiding paying it back. Even now, Walter tells Paulie to leave because he still doesn't have the money. Paulie manages to control his anger and leaves, planning to deal with Walter in his own way. On the other hand, Jackie is shown sunbathing in front of the motel. After a while, he goes back to his room to call the lawyer he had found. While on the phone, he hears a knock on the door. When he opens it, a man suddenly appears and starts beating him. It turns out that the man is Dom. Then, a fist fight breaks out between them. Fortunately, Jackie, who used to be a boxer, manages to knock Dom unconscious. Jackie quickly takes Lola, and they head to the lawyer's office. A few minutes later, Jackie meets the lawyer. He promises to pay whatever the lawyer asks as long as he can free his son. Jackie explains that his son is innocent and was falsely accused of stealing by a friend. They agree to work together to free his son. Meanwhile, Polly is seen scolding Dom again for failing to catch Jackie. This time, Polly orders Dom to kill Jackie, no matter what it takes. Back to Jackie and Lola, who now have a lawyer to help free Jackie's son in court the next day. They return to the hospital to see Lola's mother and discuss the lawyer's payment since Lola's mother promised to cover it. However, when they arrive, they find out that Lola's mother has just died. This ruins Jackie's plan to free his son. Besides that, Lola's mother didn't leave a will, so it will take a long time to settle her inheritance, even though Lola is the only daughter. Unsure of what to do next, Lola and Jackie argue in the car. At that time, Jackie is very confused about how to pay the lawyer now. In the end, he decides to let go of the lawyer, even though the trial is the next morning. The next day, Jackie goes to his son's trial alone. He decides to pretend to be the lawyer to help his son. During the trial, Jackie argues with the judge, trying to defend his son, who he says is innocent and was falsely accused of stealing by his friends. Jackie doesn't realize that Lola is also at the trial to watch. It turns out that Lola has truly fallen in love with Jackie, even though their relationship started as an act. Not long after, the judge asked where Jackie's son's mother was. Hearing this, Lola quickly stepped forward and claimed to be his mother. Lola testified that Jackie's son was innocent, successfully convincing the judge. As a result, Jackie's son was declared innocent and set to be released. Feeling very happy, Lola and Jackie took their son home by car. It was clear that Jackie truly loved Lola, and they decided to live together and start fresh. Meanwhile, Polly and his men attacked Walter's farm. Polly was furious because Walter had not paid his debt, so he decided to take over Walter's farm. Then, a shooting happened, leaving only Polly and Walter alive. A few minutes later, the police arrived after hearing the commotion at the farm. Walter was relieved, thinking the police would save him. Polly realized he couldn't fight the police and surrendered. As he sat waiting to be arrested, Walter appeared at a window holding a gun. And the police, thinking Walter was a threat, shot him. Then, Walter died, and Polly was arrested, resigning himself to being taken away by the police. The scene shifts to Lola, Jackie, and his son, who are on a trip. Suddenly, their car is hit from behind by Dom, who still wants to finish off Jackie. Quickly, Jackie gets out of the car and tries to fight Dom, leading to a fist fight. Unfortunately, Jackie is overpowered, and his son tries to point a gun at Dom. But the gun is empty, so Dom turns the tables by holding Jackie's son at gunpoint. Even though Jackie is struggling, he doesn't stay down. He gets up and begs Dom to shoot him instead, asking Dom not to hurt his son or Lola. Jackie also apologizes for failing his mission to kill Walter when Dom ordered him to do it. There, Jackie explains that he wasn't trying to run away, but was looking for money to free his son from prison. Hearing this, Dom realizes and forgives him, remembering that Jackie used to work for him. At that time, Dom lets Jackie leave with his son and Lola. Dom doesn't know that Polly has been arrested, so Dom will also likely be arrested soon. The film ends. The moral lesson from this film is never trust a fake mustache to solve your problems, and always make sure your gun is loaded before trying to be a hero.